Today we have the fastest, most athletic genetic beast to ever grace the game of football, and not to forget his extreme handsomeness. But enough said about me. This week we're living the life of Cristiano Ronaldo. So this week I'm going to be following Ronaldo's daily routine and seeing how much improvement I make over the week. And what better way to start than smashing some free kicks? And you already know I'm wearing my Ronaldo top.
So, like I said, we're taking 10 free kicks against my brother Ben and seeing how many goals we can score, which I'll train to beat by the end of the week. And how do I do that, I hear you ask? I guess we're about to find out.
Shot one. Oh yeah. Oh my god! What started the video? Oh yeah. Oh, I think I'll be taking Ronaldo's job at this rate.
And as soon as I said this, things started to go downhill. I started with 2 goals out of 2 shots, and then I started to miss free kick after free kick until all 10 had been taken, and I ended up with a measly score of 4 out of 10.
Save! I mean, it's a decent score and definitely a beatable record. Over the rest of this week, I'm going to come down here and try and work on the right technique to use, and also which corner is the most consistent, and also see if we can score any bangers while doing so.
And now it's time to move on to penalties. Ronaldo has a penalty percentage of 83%. That's roughly 8 goals out of every 10 penalties that he takes. So it's time to find out if I'm any better than Ronaldo.
Alright, penalty 1. To be honest with you guys, I've always been pretty consistent at penalties. Oh, until I try something stupid and miss. Oh.
He's throwing away the match! Ah! So after taking all 10 penalties, I managed to come out with a score of 7 out of 10. Now, considering Ronaldo only scores 8 out of his 10 penalties, I'll class that as a W. But by the end of the week, my aim is to score all 10 penalties without missing.
Alright, now it's time to move back off the pitch, and I'll see you in a couple days.
So Ronaldo is known for his extreme explosiveness, so I'm going to set my records to beat for the vertical jump and the 30-metre sprint. For the vertical jump, Ronaldo's record is 20 inches and my starting jump was 11. So I've got quite a lot of work to do if I want to be on Ronaldo's level. Next up, Ronaldo is known to be very fast with 92 pace on old FIFAs. And for the 30-metre sprint, I set my record at 3.77 seconds. Not bad. Now it's time to test my long distance cardio where I'll be doing a 5-kilometre run. Alright, so I'm about to go for my first 5k run. Let's see what time I can get.
Beginning workouts.
Oh, there we go. Alright, so I think we've only got about 1 kilometre left. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh my days. Oh, let's check. Let's finish. So I went just over 5 kilometres by accident, but we'll just shave a couple minutes off the time, and let's say we have to be at about 25 minutes for our 5k time. So I was up bright and early on day 1 and I headed straight down to the pitch to get some practice in. So after having a little warm up and a nice stretch, I ended up getting straight into things to see which was the most consistent technique to get me the most amount of goals. So really, today's about what technique I should use for results day, and also which corner I should prioritise. So I was stuck between whether to do the curl technique or the knuckleball technique, and I finally came to the decision that the curl technique was a lot more consistent than doing the knuckleball. Oh, this knuckleball technique definitely ain't the one. Oh, that's a peach. So I think after today we can easily establish that the curl technique is a lot more consistent than the knuckleball technique. So I'll be back here on day 6 practicing just the curl technique, and mainly in this near corner. And just before we packed up and left, I decided to spend 10 minutes just to work on my penalty technique. After doing this, I was feeling a lot more confident about getting 10 out of 10 for the penalty section. Alright, so it's day 2, and what better way of training fitness than doing the bleep test. I'm absolutely dreading this, but we're just going to have to get it over and done with.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, let's go. Oh.
Start of level 4.
Oh.
Start of level 10.
Oh, okay, go.
Start of level 13.
Oh.
Start of level 14.
Oh, I think I'm done. To be fair, I think I'll take a level 14. I think I could have done better, but my legs are so tight right now. Then after this, I did a small freestyle session to work on my ball control and make sure that my foot-eye coordination was on point. Day 3, I went and did a boxing and fitness session with my coach, and he really put me through my paces today because I told him I was training like Ronaldo. We started off by skipping and stretching as a warm-up and moved straight into some footwork exercises and some light sparring. We then moved on to some pad work, and we finished up by doing some shuttle runs non-stop with bag work and defensive work, and by the end of it all I was absolutely shattered.
After a nice long sleep, I was up and ready to do what day 4 had to bring.
So I'm back today, we've got the mannequins up, and I'm only going to be training the curl technique. So let's stop talking and let's start banging in some goals.
So for today, my sole focus was to get the ball up and over the wall and just land in the goal. And further over the line, I was trying to get it towards that top corner so it would be unsavable for Ben for every single shot. Obviously, I had a few shots that went horribly, but I really did cement this technique. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, that is beautiful.
So I definitely think I've got the technique now.
And then once again, I spent 10 minutes just solidifying that penalty technique to ensure that I'd get 10 out of 10. Now it's time for day 5, and this is going to be a tough one. So the first thing we're going to do is a bunch of 10-meter sprints with only 10 seconds rest in between. And then after a little break, we're going to be doing some agility dribbling training with the ball at my feet. So with that being said, let's get this thing rolling.
3, 2, 1. 10. Okay.
So the aim of this training is to help me improve my acceleration for the first 10 metres of the 30-metre sprint that I have to beat the record for.
As painful as it is, I'm actually starting to like the sprinting a little bit. I'm pretty ashamed to say that, but to be fair, I still prefer long distance, so. Go.
And by the end of day 5, my body was in tatters. And day 6 is the last training day, but I decided because my body is hurting so bad from constant training over the week, I would use it as a rest and recovery day so that I can be at optimal performance for tomorrow, the day I try and beat all of my PRs that I've set.
Right, so we've made it all the way through to day 7, and today is the day of reckoning. It's time to put all of our hard work over this last week into practice. So if you remember from the start of the video, our free kick record to beat is 4 out of 10. And it's time to find out if I can beat this.
So obviously we're starting off with the free kicks, but make sure to watch the rest of the video to see if we can beat any of the other PRs.
Okay, first shot, let's see if we've got any more consistent. I mean, up and over the wall was the objective, so I'll take that as a good start. Oh! Just too consistent for you, mate. Oh. What a save! Oh, that's one. Fair enough. Oh. I'm going to catch him off guard here. He thinks I'm going left, but I'm going to go right. Oh! What a save!
After 3 impressive saves, well, for Ben's standards, I couldn't let this get me down, so I had to up my game a little bit and pulled off some unsavable free kicks, bagging 5 in a row, bringing my total score for the free kick section to 7 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, 7 out of 10, I will absolutely take that.
After doing this, I was feeling a lot more confident about getting 10 out of 10 for the penalty section.
There we go, that's 1. That's 2. 3. Right, so the key to penalties is playing it safe. It's boring, but it does the job. Just like that. 5.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Finish. Alright, last penalty of the video. Let's make it a memorable one. Not half bad, innit? Okay, so I think it's pretty safe to say that I've smashed both of those records, beating them pretty easily. Now it's time to see how much I've improved physically.
Alright, so our previous score for the vertical jump was 11 inches to beat, and for the 30-metre sprint it was 3.77 seconds. Did we beat them? Drum roll, please. So I can confirm that we beat it, but I don't know by how much because of the focus. But nevertheless, it looks like we beat my record by a fairly decent amount, so I'm very happy with that. Now let's see if I've improved in the sprinting department.
Alright, I've got 1 attempt at this and 1 attempt at this only. 3, 2, 1.
So as you can see, we beat our sprinting record by only 0.14 seconds with a score of 3.63 seconds. That was close, but I guess this training is looking like it's worked out so far. Let's move on to the final test of the video, the 5K.
Let's go.
Beginning workout.
Alright, here we go. Oh. I believe that should be 5 kilometers. I've absolutely smashed that. Okay, so I think it's pretty safe to say that I've absolutely smashed that 5k PR. I got just over 21 minutes. And to be fair, that's one of the fastest ones I've ever done.
Yes, so we've gone and beaten all of the records that were set earlier in the week. This just proves that if you put your mind to something, even in just a week, you can really become a better person. I'm definitely going to keep doing this routine to stay 100% fit and focused. And now it's your guys' turn. No excuses, you can start now. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, goodbye.